The benefits of talking about perfectionism, expectations, and a sense of worth are greater when they come from a range of perspectives. And that's why today I'm not narrating my own article, but rather our first guest post article. And she's a UK-based local government officer with some thoughts on the emotional value of honesty. It's a beautiful, open and raw story about absorbing reflected perfectionism in the workplace, mostly from our managers, and having the courage to realize you've been holding up a mirror. I hope you'll enjoy listening to it. Dear reader, I'm writing this anonymously. Please don't think I'm doing this to put some distance between us. Actually, it's quite the opposite. You see, I recently had a conversation which enabled me to realize something profound about myself, and sharing that with the world is tricky. I'm learning to be visible. This is the first time I've written about myself and my work. So here goes. All through lockdown 3, I had been holding my professional self together whilst personally feeling very low. I had 2 little children and a partner at home. The combination of a heavy workload, homeschooling and remote managing a team left me exhausted. In one-to-one meetings with my boss, I would switch on the laptop, smile and show her exactly what she needed to see. A mirror image of herself, organized, determined and diligent. She's my age, with kids the same age too. And so in my eyes, I had no excuse to fail. I will gloss over my challenges, say I will meet deadlines, nothing to worry about here. All under control. Then I'll turn off the laptop and cry, drained from the pretense and angry at myself for not being honest with her. I carried on in this way for a couple of months, feeling increasingly bad about the widening gap between reality and the picture I was painting. Until the day came when I had to acknowledge I was becoming unwell and I couldn't keep up the pretense any longer. I called my boss and told her my house of cards was about to fall down. To my amazement, she confided that she was struggling too. The combination of the domestic and professional loads of lockdown was draining her. She was missing deadlines and cutting corners in the hope of keeping her head above the water. We'd never talked with this level of honesty before. Never in the decade I worked alongside her has she shown vulnerability like that. I realized that I am, by nature, a mirror. I reflect whatever version of myself the person I'm talking to needs to see. I hide my true feelings and thoughts, defaulting instead to what I think is required. Now I see that this mirroring stems from being an inveterate people pleaser, and one of whose low self-confidence has meant that I have to work hard to value my own thoughts and experience enough to voice them. So, dear reader, watch out for dazzling mirrors, the ones you might be holding up and the ones held up to you by others. They are blocking your vision. Better instead to aim for empty but beautiful frames. Hold them up, focus attention on yourself and others, have genuine conversations and build real connections. I have a feeling that in a post-pandemic world, framing each other's unique and intersecting expectations I have a feeling that in the post-pandemic world, framing each other's unique and interesting experiences will be the bedrock upon which we build the better normal we all need to see. Have you ever felt the same? I can really relate to this story, as I would always I will always pick up on others' behaviors and expectations. And I'm interested in hearing which mirrors you are holding up, whether yourself or that you feel like others are holding up to you. If you're keen on hearing more about the reality and dangers of being compared to others, something I feel is like a natural progression to this story, keep the notification bell on because you will love the next issue. And as always, don't forget to sign up, subscribe or follow. Find me on the internet and let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts. And again, if you have a story to share, I would love to lift up and amplify your voice. Please don't hesitate for a second about sending me a message. I hope you're going to give yourself enough time this weekend to rest and be gentle with yourself. Take good care.